London, Indiana, Washington, D.C., Connecticut, New Jersey, but never Broadway. The Baker's Wife, a musical by composer Stephen Schwartz, who had already celebrated success with his musicals Godspell and Pippin, and with a book by Joseph Stein, who authored the famous book of Fiddler on the Roof, was based on a French-language film about a baker whose wife leaves him for a romantic, handsome minstrel. With one of the longest and most memorable arias of musical theater, Meadowlark, the coveted lead role saw many different faces, including Carol DeMoss and Patti LuPone. But, as if it was cursed from the start, the petite musical never found its wings and never made it to Broadway. Meadowlark, however, is still driving casting directors crazy. And here to sing it now, from the never-on-Broadway flop The Baker's Wife, is collective member Emily Floyd.
When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of a meadowlark who lived